Hey, welcome to Film Fanatics and a very special episode. This is our final 2014 wrap-up plus the Oscar predictions. My name is Dan.
My name is Justin.
And I'm Joe.
As we did last year, we watched some of the movies from late last year this year because they didn't get a wide enough release until January or February. So we've tweaked our original top 20 lists that we read off to you a couple of months ago. And also we're going to talk about the 8 major categories at the Oscars, all 4 of the acting awards, Best Picture, Best Director, and the 2 Screenplay awards, and give you who we think should win that award this year at the Oscars and who we think will win. And of course, sometimes they can be one and the same. First, we're going to do our 2014 official wrap-up. This is the top 20 from each of us for 2014. Joe, would you like to start with your number 20 through 11?
Okay, I will. My number 20 is still The Raid 2, because I thought it was awesome. Number 19 is Nightcrawler, really good movie. Number 18 is Fury. Number 17 had to have the drop in there, some great Gandolfini, also hearty. Number 16 is Edge of Tomorrow / Live Die Repeat. Number 15 is Captain America Winter Soldier. Number 14 is The Lego Movie. Number 13 for Justin is Locke. Number 12 is Snowpiercer. And number 11, because I forgot it last time for some reason, The Grand Budapest Hotel.
Oh, very nice. Justin, how about for you?
All right. Minor side note about the season finale of season 2. Before we did that, we had a little bit of a communication breakdown between Dan and I in terms of how we put together our lists. So I had to sort of go a little bit off the cuff. So I apologize if there are a few continuity errors between this list and the last one, but I feel like that also gave me a good opportunity to reevaluate, and in one case, bump a movie up to a higher grade for circumstances.
Yeah, I don't think any of our lists are exactly what they were, so I don't, that's fine.
There were 2 new additions. One almost made the top 20, but unfortunately did not. That is 20,000 Days on Earth. Completely recommend it. But to get right to it, number 20, Jodorowsky's Dune. Number 19, Only Lovers Left Alive. Number 18, Guardians of the Galaxy. Number 17, Snowpiercer. Number 16, I think you both will like, and that is Calvary. Bumped it up to an A-.
Finally. That only took 6 months.
Reevaluation always helps.
That's good to hear.
Number 15 is a new addition, To Be Decay. Great documentary, great subject, a lot of fun. Number 14, The Rocket. Number 13, X-Men Days of Future Past. Number 12, The Missing Picture. And number 11, Gone Girl.
I have actually 4 new movies on my list that were not on the original. We covered all of them between new releases and home media moments here. So number 20 actually is one of those, and that is Wild. Great movie. Reese Witherspoon. Obviously, we'll be talking about Best Actress very soon here on the Minisode, and see if I think she can win it. But what a great movie, very inspiring. Number 19 is Live, Die, Repeat. Number 18 is Captain America, The Winter Soldier. Number 17 is another new one, and that's one we covered on Home Media Moment in January, and that is Pride. This was just a really, really feel-good movie about a pretty interesting subject that I think maybe not a lot of people realize existed back in the early 1980s. Number 16, 22 Jump Street. Number 15, The Grand Budapest Hotel. Number 14, another new one, a very divisive film, and that's American Sniper. Of the 3 of us here on the show, I certainly like that one the most, gave it an A. Number 13, The Normal Heart. Number 12, Birdman. And number 11 for me was Snowpiercer. Joe, how about your top 10?
All right, number 10, and this is probably the biggest new one we'll be talking about soon. That's Still Alice. Number 9 is Gone Girl. Number 8 is X-Men Days of Future Past. Number 7 is Chef. Number 6 is Boyhood. Number 5 is Normal Heart. Number 4 is Calvary. Bumped it down a bit. Number 3 is Guardians of the Galaxy. Number 2 is Whiplash. And my number 1 is Birdman.
Wow, okay, brand new number 1 for you.
That's right.
All right, Justin?
Number 10, The Grand Budapest Hotel. Number 9, Chef. Great movie.
Yes, it is.
Number 8, The Lego Movie. Number 7, new edition, The Imitation Game. Benedict Cumberbatch just completely one of his most powerful performances yet. Great as Khan, has had a lot of great acting work. This was just in a league all its own. really, really impressive work. Great performance from Keira Knightley, too, and a lot of fun to watch. Very intense, sometimes witty, which I thought was a very pleasant surprise. Number 6, Omar. Number 5, Whiplash. Number 4, Locke. Number 3, The Normal Heart. Number 2, Boyhood. And number 1, still my number 1 from the season finale of season 2, Birdman.
Double Birdman at number 1 here. Well, we've already heard that on my list, so unfortunately I can't echo that sentiment, but my top 10 goes as follows. Number 10, Dom Hemingway. Number 9, The Lego Movie. Number 8, Guardians of the Galaxy. Number 7 is Whiplash. Number 6, The Act of Killing. Number 5, this is the final new entry on my list, and that is The Imitation Game. This is an A-plus film all the way. Benedict Cumberbatch, I agree, gives his best performance here, and it's another one of these movies that sort of sounds boring maybe on paper, but is just truly fascinating and, really, really a good watch. My number 4 gets bumped up to an A-plus for this list, and that is Gone Girl. Number 3, Cavalry. Number 2, Boyhood, and as it was earlier, number 1 for me is Chef for 2014. So, good lists all around. And next week on the show, we'll have for you a definitive Film Fanatics official top 10 best of 2014, just combining all of our lists into one sort of...
the points.
Yeah, divvying it up by points and making a complete official Film Fanatics best of 2014 list. So we're going to move now into the Oscars. That will be airing, of course, in just a couple of days here with Neil Patrick Harris as host. And as we did last year, we're going to take a look at the 8 major categories. These are all of the categories that we look at when we do our Oscar-nominated film for the triple feature on our regular show. And that is Best Picture, all 4 of the acting awards, Best Director, and the 2 Screenplay Awards. Justin, why don't we start with you? Let's tackle the 2 screenplays first.
Well, going off of your ballot, I guess we'll start with adapted. For me, Whiplash should totally take it, just because, if only for the fact that it's a great story, and I think the complete issues with all the screenplay stuff related to that, in regards to it not being able to fit into original, is completely unfounded. But I think Imitation will win for Best Adapted. Best Original Screenplay, I think Nightcrawler should take it, but I think Birdman's going to win.
All right. Well, for me, for adapted, I'm actually flip-flopped with you. I believe that The Imitation Game should win this award. I don't think it's probably going to win anything. I think it's going to be this year's American Hustle, nominated for almost everything and walking away empty-handed, unfortunately. So I feel like adapted screenplay is one place that may be a strong choice, but unfortunately, I don't think it will win because I do think Whiplash will really take the prize for that. For Best Original Screenplay, I believe the Grand Budapest Hotel should win, just for the simple fact that, there again, I don't think it's going to win anything else. The Academy obviously loves it, loves Anderson, although he did just win for Moonrise a couple of years ago, but I do also believe Birdman will win for original screenplay. Joe?
For adapted, I think that who should win should be Whiplash. I just think it was a fantastic screenplay with a fantastic story. However, I believe that Imitation Game will probably end up actually winning, because I do think that is one of those ones that
would be nice.
Might lean that way. Now, for original, tough one. I think that who should win should be Nightcrawler, because I really did like the story for this movie. But I think that in terms of kind of leaning forward something along the true story basis, I think Foxcatcher might win.
Interesting. Rewarded there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Joe, let's stay with you and talk about the supporting actor and actress category.
Oh, giving me the supporters. Okay, supporting actress who should win. I think Emma Stone should win for Birdman. I thought that her performance was fantastic. Who do I think will win? I think they're going to give it to Keira Knightley, because she did do a really good job, and it just seems like something they'd be more aligned with. In terms of supporting actor, I think J.K. Simmons should win, and I think he will win.
Fair enough. On supporting actress and supporting actor, I believe who should win and who will win are one and the same for both. I think Patricia Arquette deserves this award. She gives an amazing performance in Boyhood, and she really is one of these actresses that is loved by the industry and yet has never had an award given to her in this regard. I do love Keira Knightley in The Imitation Game. She would be my second choice for should win, but I do think Patricia Arquette deserves it, and I think she will win. For supporting actor, I'm right there with you, Joe. I think probably the most runaway award of the entire show is going to be J.K. Simmons. No one's touching him here. He deserves it. For me, it's the best performance of the year, main performance or supporting, actor or actress, hands down. J.K. Simmons deserves it, and he will get it. Justin?
Well, no contest for Best Supporting Actor. J.K. Simmons should and will. Just incredible, incredible stuff. Best Supporting Actress, I'm actually with Joe on this one. I think Knightley should and will. The only actress in that category that I think has a formidable chance of taking it from her, I think, is Patricia Arquette. Did do a fantastic job. I'm with you on that, Dan. But Knightley was just so good in Imitation Game that I think she'll bring it.
Yeah, you'll get no argument from me that she was great. That would be very nice too. It would be a pleasant surprise. All right, well, I will take the main actor and actress. For actress, probably the other runaway of the awards season has been Julianne Moore in Still Alice. I believe she will win it, and quite honestly, I believe that she should win it. Now, I love Gone Girl. I think Rosamund Pike gave an amazing performance, but Julianne Moore has been nominated several times and has yet to win, and this is an outstanding performance, so I think they'll give it to her. For Best Actor, I think for a lot of people this is going to be a toss-up. I think, even though Birdman, you guys enjoy it a little more than I do, I think Michael Keaton should win this award. He gave an outstanding performance, and I'm a Keaton fan, as is, I would think, most of the voting body. So for that, I think he will win it, although it will be certainly very close. Joe?
Well, in terms of actress, I actually thought Rosamund Pike's performance was great, and she was going to be just the number one for me. Then I saw Still Alice, and I really wanted to keep Rosamund Pike on there, but Julianne Moore should win, and I'm pretty sure she will win. I mean, I think it's one of those ones that's hard to dispute. I think for actor, actually, that was tougher for me. I love Michael Keaton. I definitely think he should win, but I'm not entirely sure he will. I think Justin said it well. Benedict Cumberbatch did such a good job. I feel like the Academy might award him.
Justin?
Well, for Best Actress, I think I decided to go down with the ship. I think Rosamund Pike should win, but Julianne Moore will hands down
I'm
win.
fine with that. Rosamund Pike did such a great job.
If Rosamund Pike wins, I'd be fine with that, too.
Yeah, agreed.
But for Best Actor, I think I'm actually flip-flopped with that one, Joe. I think Cumberbatch should win, but I think Keaton's going to take it.
It's interesting neither of you mentioned Eddie Redmayne. To me, he is the other, possible squeaker in there. I know Joe hates it. And I'm the same with the woman. I always forget her name. But Felicity Jones from that same film. I just feel like...
I feel like he could win.
He could win just because, A, they love real people.
Yeah, they love true stories.
And B, they love people who physically are able to transform themselves.
They like disadvantaged stories. And
they like disadvantaged stories. So I think he would be the... if Keaton doesn't take it, I think it's going to be him. I would love to see Cumberbatch take it. As we all know, I love Imitation Game. Unfortunately, I don't see that happening. I would love for it to, but...
I don't know. I feel like that would be another one they definitely lean towards. I mean, Redmayne's definitely a good follow for what'll probably happen.
Yeah.
I could see it as a bit of a dark horse.
All right, well, for Best Director, Justin, let's go back to you. This is a very difficult one, I think. What do you think is going to happen?
So many good choices. For me, I think Alejandro Iñárritu should win. However, I think just out of sheer dedication and nostalgia, Richard Linklater will win for Boyhood.
Okay. I actually have it reversed. I think Richard Linklater should win, but I think Birdman is sort of, a lot of things going on. I pick it to win Best Screenplay, I pick Michael Keaton to win Best Actor, and I pick Iñárritu to win Best Director as well. Joe?
Well, in terms of just technique and scope and just overall quality, those two movies are really some of the best. So if they're going to go for that, for their directing ability, I think those are the two headrunners, really.
Yeah.
I'm kind of with Justin. I think Alejandro González Iñárritu definitely should win. but I feel like Linklater is going to win.
Okay.
But it's really close. It's really close.
Well, that moves us into Best Picture, and the reason I picked it the way that I did is because of the two, Boyhood and Birdman, that seem to be the most popular in this category. I think Boyhood should win, and I think that it will. And that's why I think they'll reward Inarritu with the Best Director statue and Boyhood with the Best Picture.
Makes sense.
Joe?
I'm kind of feeling you, Dan, but I'm not really happy about it. I think Birdman should win for Best Picture. I think Boyhood will win for Best Picture.
Justin?
Well, apparently I'm going to be the outside party on this one.
Uh-oh.
Selma?
Yes.
Ah!
You see right through me, Dan. It's clearly Selma.
White guilt.
White guilt.
White guilt.
No, Birdman should win, and I think it will win.
Well, the reason I picked it the way I did is because it used to be like tradition that if you won Best Director, you won Best Picture. Almost every year that happened. And that has not happened in quite some time.
Because they got to give some acknowledgement to other movies.
Yeah, they like to spread the love. Like it was, Life of Pi won for Best Director, and then
well,
Argo won that year for Best Picture.
Some years it used to be even worse. Further back, we'd win like all 5 major categories or something, and doesn't give anybody anything, and they're like, well, come on,
Right.
You got your Best Picture. Do you need anything else?
Yeah, they like to spread the wealth.
Yeah, makes sense.
And unfortunately, usually that means one movie
gets
completely left off. Like last year, like I said, American Hustle. I really fear that it's going to be Imitation Game this year, and I think that's a crime.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm completely with you on.
You think it will win screenplay, though?
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Seriously hoping.
So we shall see. Oscars in just a couple days, so we'll be back here next week to sort of put a pin on that and wrap up who picked the most correct awards there. And we'll see you back here next time. Bye.